Many men reach a point where they already know what to do. They understand calories. They understand protein. They understand exercise, sleep, and stress. They've watched the videos, read the articles, tried multiple approaches, and yet results remain unstable. This creates confusion. If information is correct, why doesn't it translate into lasting progress? By this point in the series, you've seen how metabolic flexibility declines, how hunger signals become unreliable, how willpower fails when regulation is off, and why progress feels fragile and easily reversed. What all of these experiences share is one thing: information assumes stability. Advice works best in systems that can absorb change. It assumes buffering capacity. It assumes that effort produces predictable outcomes. But when regulation is fragile, information alone becomes insufficient. Not because the information is wrong, but because the system applying it is unstable. At this stage, decisions require constant interpretation. Signals are noisy. Hunger is unreliable. Energy availability fluctuates. Small disruptions produce outsized effects. Each choice carries weight. Instead of following guidance, the individual must constantly decide when, how, and whether to apply it. Over time, this constant decision-making becomes the real burden. Not the eating, not the effort, the interpretation. Every day requires judgment calls. Every disruption requires recalibration. Every choice carries consequences. This is exhausting in unstable systems. What used to feel simple becomes mentally heavy. Even correct decisions feel risky because the margin for error is small. This is why many men feel they are doing everything right, but still feel on edge. They are managing instability, not applying information. Structure changes the environment in which decisions are made. Instead of asking the system to self-regulate under strain, structure reduces exposure to variability. It limits the number of decisions required. It narrows the conditions under which errors can occur. This is not about control. It is about containment. Structure exists to hold stability in place when internal regulation cannot yet do so on its own. Structure does not mean restriction. It does not mean rigidity. It means reducing decision-making under unstable conditions. Structure exists to protect progress when internal regulation cannot yet do so on its own. It narrows variability. It limits exposure to disruption. It creates predictability where signals are unreliable. This is why men who struggle the most often benefit the most from structure, even when they resist the idea initially. Structure is not a crutch. It is a scaffold. It holds stability in place while the system regains its ability to regulate internally. Without structure, effort depends on constant judgment. With structure, effort becomes repeatable. This is the transition point. Up to now, understanding was the goal. From here forward, stability becomes the priority. In the next phase of this channel, I will explain how structure restores predictability and why guided interpretation becomes essential once generic advice stops working. On this channel, I explain metabolism using medical science. This video is for educational purposes only. This is not medical advice. Always consult your physician.